to today's streaming. We're going to talk about a few things. One is how to sign someone up easily and the different options that you have for doing that. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to go ahead and take you to your resources page in your back office so that we can start to explore what's in there and talk about, when you're first getting started, you want to be able to sign somebody up quickly and without fuss as much as possible, right? So because sometimes you're not sure exactly what information you need to know, and this is going to allow you to be able to access a sheet that can help you. Okay, so when you go to resources in your back office on the right, we love the resource tab. That's where you can find all the helpful information, startup information that you need. And so I think that understanding the new member startup information is way helpful, right? And it goes through all those basics. So that's there that you can tell your friends about and tell people who you're sharing your information about. And then the other thing I want to show you is down in the bottom, this first page, new member startup information, is something called the distributor application. Now, why you might want to use this strategy to register people is because sometimes the website can glitch a little bit. And if you are able to just grab the information, then you can phone it in because customer service, they're so nice, always pleasant to talk to, or you can later on, when you have time, you can input the information. So I'm going to click on the distributor information. And what you see is a page that lets you collect everything that you need to collect in order to register somebody. So this is something that they can fill in. You can send them and just say, hey, can you fill this in? And then take a screenshot of it so they can actually fill it out with their pen, take a picture of it and send it to you. And that's one way where if they're not very tech savvy, but they could take a picture with their phone. Of course, they could fax it to you. If you have a fax machine, they could email it. But one of the biggest challenges people have is actually writing it out and signing it electronically. So not everybody knows how they can sign it electronically. So they need to be able to take a picture. They might not have a scanner or fax machine. And the beauty is they can use their phone and send it to you. So this allows you to get all the information that you'll need to fill it out. And up here, you want them, I'd say usually to pick more than one name. Many people will use their name, and it's easy to give people. Remember, when you register someone, the username that they use is usually the requested website URL. So people will later be going to lifewave.com/Wendy Smith, right? And if they have a common name, you might want to have them put their middle initial in there, or you might have to, you'll have to see if it's available, right? Because now that the group is growing larger, some common names have been taken. So, and then you're going to make sure that you get your information on here for them. So this is great for them to have because they know your last name and how to contact you and everything like that. But this is, as I said, in the resources at the bottom. Now, important, right next to this is change of name, social security, or tax ID. If you have a name change, you're just going to grab this form and you'll send it to the customer service. And as you recall, in the new member startup information, that's where all those great contacts are for you. Go back to the bottom of that sheet down here, customer service. If you're in the United States, European customer service too. And there's also the email for them. And this just gives you a really nice overview of the things that we need to do as brand partners, right? We start off by learning, and the learning, it takes time. So we'd all like to know it snap like that, but just doesn't work that way. That's why you have a person you can point to, and you're able to access me to help explain things, or your upline to help explain things. Make sure, and also very basic, that you're on auto ship, right? I think that people should set a timer so that when your auto ship is going to be coming to make sure it goes through without a hitch. The saddest thing is to have, like, 100,000 points build up on one of your legs, and then your auto ship, something happened with your credit card, and it to go away. Because if you don't have that auto ship and you're building up volume, if you don't, you will lose the volume. So, there's been times when I've been able to call LifeWave and said, oh, this was first time, won't ever happen again. And they have given back the volume, but they don't have to, because you need to be responsible for it, and also teach your folks to be responsible for it, to check what day their LifeWave auto ship comes and make sure it goes through for them. So I'm going to stop my share. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this recording and start to take some questions.